Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I hope your day is off to a great start. I have decided to use the first couple weeks here in the new year to go ahead and actually talk about some of my favorites from 2024. So I am doing my best of series here at the beginning of January. I started yesterday with my 5 favorite perfumes from 2024. And in today's video, we're gonna be discussing skincare. So I've got some skincare in this little blue bucket of mine here. Obviously, there's a lot more than 5 products in this bucket. Listen, this is probably one of my hardest categories when it comes to narrowing down what I want to share. I really am someone who has what I think most people would probably consider to be a pretty extensive skincare routine. And here's the thing, I think skincare is so unique to each individual person. I would never advocate that someone approach their skincare routine exactly the way that I do. I have been on a skincare journey myself, probably for the last 15 years here, and it is definitely a journey. This is something that took me a long time to figure out. Honestly, at this point, I am 46 years old, and I can tell you with like just every fiber of my being that my skin looks so much better now in my like mid 40s than it ever did in my mid 20s. Like the amount of congestion that I used to deal with, the amount of just flakiness, the amount of hyperpigmentation, my skin was in rough shape. And that was during a time where I thought I was using the correct products, but all I was doing was just making my skin worse. So I finally decided to do a little bit of research and looked at a lot of different ingredients and kind of started to piece together a routine for myself that really got me to a place where my skin started changing and really changing for the better. I think you can do a lot with skincare at home. Obviously, there are certain conditions, certain things that your skin might be going through where a professional might be better suited to what it is that you're dealing with. But I think when it just comes to basic skincare, you can do that at home, and you just need to figure out what your skin type is, sort of what's going wrong. You need to take a look at your budget and then just start reading about different products. Read up other people's reviews, watch videos here on YouTube. There are so many people that talk about skincare, and while it can be incredibly overwhelming, you just have to continue to go back to what your issues are, what your concerns are, and focus on those areas and try not to get distracted by all the other stuff. I know that's really hard, but oh my gosh, skincare can be such a game changer. So obviously I've got a lot here in this little bucket of mine. It was really difficult for me to narrow this down. So I decided to go ahead and narrow this down to the products that were the most useful to me, products that were the most repurchased for me, things that just worked the best for my skin during the year of 2024. So a little bit about my skin before we get into this, just so you have a little bit of information. Obviously, I already told you I'm in my mid 40s. I deal with enlarged pores. My skin is oily. I have the initial signs of aging showing up. So, you know, just kind of trying to tackle all that. So anyway, let's get into this, this little bucket here, and let's talk about some of my favorite products from 2024. So as we start to go through all of these skincare products here, if you become curious about any of them, I will have them all listed and linked in the description box down below. If you think one of these products might be good for your skin, if you think it might be beneficial for you, if you want to read up other people's reviews, if you'd like to seek out a little bit more information in terms of the in-depth ingredients, Like I said, I will have everything listed and linked in the description box. Feel free to check that out if you're interested. We're gonna go ahead and get started at the beginning of my skincare routine and then work our way towards the end of the routine. I will have any key ingredients running in a ticker across the bottom of the screen here. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna get started with a first cleanse, and once again, the award goes to the Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. So this is actually one of my empties from the month of December. I absolutely adore this first cleanse. I am going to be trying out some other first cleanse products here in 2025, but this is the one that no matter what new product I try in terms of a first cleanse, I always find myself going back to this one because it's just so fast and easy and just crazy effective. This is a first cleanse that will take away all of the makeup, any of the dirt, bacteria, pollution, SPF, whatever else kind of accumulates on your skin throughout the day. It will immediately melt all of that off of your face so quickly and so easily and so gently. This removes mascara like a freaking champ. It never irritates my eyes. And like I said, it's incredibly quick. So I love it. I don't know that I can ever fully quit this product entirely. I'm always willing to try something new, but I usually always end up going back to this one. So that to me says she's a staple, and it has just been one of my favorite products, honestly, from Pharmacy over the years. It is definitely, it would win a most repurchased when it comes to first cleanse. So yeah, might as well give it a spot here on this best of 2024. Now, when it comes to a second cleanse product, I am once again going to mention another Pharmacy skincare item. This is the Pharmacy Clean Bee Ultra Gentle Facial Cleanser. Now, I went through probably either 3 or 4 bottles of this in 2024. I also definitely went through at least one of their whipped greens cleansers as well. But this is the one that I found myself coming back to time and time again. This is a very gentle cleanser. Now, I will say this does have a kind of natural honey fragrance to it. So if you're looking for something that is completely unscented, that's not gonna be this. But if you are looking for a gentle cleanser that will remove anything that your first cleanse may have missed, if you want a cleanser that's not going to leave your skin feeling tight or dry after you rinse it off, and if you want your skin to be truly clean, this is the cleanser, you guys. I have absolutely fallen in love with this. Like I said, so many bottles went through last year, and I'm sure I'll go through more this year. So I always like trying new cleansers, but if I am loyal to something, I am loyal to it. I will just keep going back to it. So this is definitely one of those products for me. If you're looking for a new cleanser in the new year, I don't think you can go wrong with this one at all. All right, next, let's move on to a toner product. This was another category where I could have mentioned probably 4 or 5 different toners that I used in 2024 that I thought were fantastic, but I'm gonna give it to the CosRx Propolis Synergy Toner. This has propolis and honey extract in it. This is a very kind of, I guess you could say, simple formulation, but oh my gosh, does this bring the moisture into my skin in the lightest, most luxurious way possible. This particular toner, I will just do a few shakes into the palm of my hand while my skin is still damp. I will press it into my skin, and it's like it immediately brings moisture into my skin. It immediately soothes my skin if I am dealing with any redness, if I am dealing with any irritation, if I am dealing with a breakout or something like that. This toner just seems to calm it. And again, I think the most important thing is that this kind of gets me started on those light layers of hydration, especially for the daytime, that are such a great option for my oily skin. This is fabulous. It's fairly affordable. I purchase most of my CosRx products from Ulta. A lot of times they have sales or sales events where CosRx is included, so you can save quite a bit of money then. But just in general, I think these products are affordable to begin with. So if you're in the market for a new toner and you want something that's very soothing, very hydrating, just feels great on the skin and preps the skin for all of the subsequent products that you're going to be applying, this toner is an absolute winner. Must check out. All right, let's talk about niacinamide. Listen, in 2024, I was definitely, for the most part, still using my Paula's Choice 20% niacinamide treatment. And I still stand by that being one of my favorite products of all time. From any skincare company, but definitely from Paula's Choice. It's one of my favorite products from them. I have found personally for me that using a higher percentage of niacinamide is better for reducing the look of my pores versus a lower percentage of niacinamide. So my skin is very tough. I don't have sensitive skin at all. So the 20% was never an issue for me. But I did want to see this year if I could find an option that would maybe save me a little bit of money. And so this year I decided to try the CosRx. We're back to another CosRx product here. This is their The Niacinamide 15 serum. This has acetylglucosamine in the formulation as well, and zinc PCA. So this is a 15% niacinamide formulation. Now, I do think that this is actually maintaining all of the progress that the 20% made for me. I'm not saying that I won't repurchase the Paula's Choice 20%, but I think this is definitely a more affordable option for me that is definitely helping me maintain where my skin is. I don't know that it's helped me make any additional progress, but I do notice that when I go back down to a 10%, I don't feel like my pores look quite as good. I think for me, like I said, the higher concentrations of niacinamide are just the way to go. And one of the best, like, higher percentage niacinamide formulations that I found at a more drugstore friendly price has definitely been this CosRx. So absolutely check it out. Listen, if you are struggling with your pores, niacinamide is the ingredient that you need. Just trust me on this. Use it consistently. Find a formulation that you really like, but use it consistently. Really, anything when it comes to skincare, it has to be used consistently. You can't just leave it sitting on your bathroom counter and then be sad that your skin isn't changing. You have to put it on morning and night. You have to. You can't just mess around with it. You gotta mean business. All right. Let's talk about an eye cream. You guys, I fell in love with this in 2024. This was a new release for dermatology. This is the Dermatology HPR eye cream, and oh my goodness, this so gentle. I've been using this every single evening since this was released. The first bottle was sent to me in PR, but the second bottle I purchased myself. You guys, this is the eye cream that I think is helping this under eye area look so much younger. It provides the most gentle exfoliation. It doesn't cause any milia. It doesn't clog the pores underneath my eyes. It really just helps everything look clear and bright and just the best that it can for the age that I'm at right now. You guys, this is a must try if you have been curious about it. I honestly cannot say enough good things about it. It is a little spendy. Dermatology may still be having their sale right now. I don't know if it's over yet, but if they're not having the sale, again, I'll have this link down below. If they're not having the sale, I'll put my discount code down there. That'll save you at least 20%. This is worth checking out. I'm telling you, if you're struggling with your under eye area and you want to use a retinate eye cream, this one here, super gentle. Absolutely worth looking into. All right, next, let's talk about a specific neck product that I fell in love with last year that I think really helped to soften the lines that are starting to form on my neck here. I do still have them. Listen, they're not going to disappear entirely because they're pretty etched in at this point. But I can soften the look of them with, you know, making sure that my skin's really hydrated. And I think this product here softened the look of the lines on my neck the most and just made my neck feel so incredibly soft, and just the skin looked so good after I started using this. So this is the City Beauty Concentrated Youth Serum. I believe this came out towards the beginning of 2024. The first bottle, again, was sent to me in PR. Frickin' fell in love with it and then ended up repurchasing it myself after I ran out. This is fabulous, you guys. This is a neck, you can use this on your face. This isn't intended to be like a neck product, but I feel like for me, like when it comes to testing products out that have these like anti-aging benefits, it's actually, I think, better for me to test those products on my neck, because that's still where I am a little more like, I could probably see some more improvement there. So I love testing products on my neck for that reason. And this one here just really made the biggest difference, I think. It had such a beautiful like effect on my skin where it made the lines again look so much softer immediately after application. And then I do think that over time, it continued to soften the look of those lines. Did it make them go away entirely? No. And I don't think that I can use something over the counter at this point that is gonna make this go, especially this big one here, it's not gonna go away entirely. It's kind of etched in at this point. I look down at my phone all the time. I think we're all developing these like phone necklines here, but this product helps to keep that area a little bit more plumped up looking, and it just looks a lot softer. So do I probably need a neck lift in the future? Maybe. I don't know if I want to like subject myself to something like that, but I can tell you that this particular serum here has made a really big improvement on the overall look of my neck meat, as I like to call it. And I would definitely encourage anyone who wants to kind of soften the look of lines on their face to try this product. I think it works quite well. I'm very impressed with it myself. All right, next I want to talk about an SPF product. Now, listen, for the most part, my go-to last year was once again Paula's Choice Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense SPF 30. Went through several containers of that, but I always mention that one. So I want to mention a different one this year. And I'm actually using this right now. So this is the SPF that I have on my skin. This is once again from Dermatology, their Physical Tinted Moisturizer SPF 44. This is a broad spectrum UVA, UVB protection. It's water resistant up to 80 minutes. And this is a 100% mineral formulation from Dermatology. So this is different from some of their other SPF products. So this has zinc oxide as well as titanium dioxide. I love this one. When it comes to my oily skin type, this is one of the best SPFs that I found besides the Paula's Choice. So if you have an oily skin type, I love it. Like I said, right now I have it on my skin. Yes, I do have a little bit of a glow from it, but I don't look greasy. I don't look, I don't know, I feel like it's a nice, healthy lit from within glow. It's not a greasy, like, sheen on my skin. This product is gorgeous, you guys. I love it. And yeah, it will absolutely be a repurchase for me here in 2025, along with my Paula's Choice, because I love that Paula's Choice. All right, and then a moisturizer. This is brand new. Listen, this was just released by Paula's Choice within the last month. But oh my gosh, this is the first moisturizer that I've been able to use during the daytime. I have always said light layers of hydration from toners, from essences, things like that work better for me in the morning. But that's only because I haven't been able to find an actual moisturizer that I could wear during the day that didn't look super heavy on my skin, that didn't feel really heavy on my skin, and that also played well with my makeup. So this is the brand new Paula's Choice Pro Collagen Peptide Plumping Moisturizer. this is it. This is the daytime moisturizer that I've been using ever since this was sent to me in PR, just so you guys are aware. This is fabulous. I will hands down absolutely repurchase this myself as soon as I'm done with this bottle. The texture, it's the texture, you guys. It has this beautiful gel cream finish to it that immediately absorbs into my skin. Not heavy, not greasy. Oh my gosh, it absorbs instantly, and you are left with that soft, like, soft is like all that comes to my mind. It is so hydrating, so nourishing. Listen, if you're in the market for a new moisturizer and you have oily skin and you're struggling finding one, I think this one is worth checking out, people. I think it's worth checking out. So give it the old college try. This is, I'm blown away by this. This definitely one of the top finds, and it was found very late in the year. Oh my gosh. And there's no way there's a year that's gonna go by where I do not mention the fact that I swear by using Tretinoin. So I use 0.05%. This is Retin-A. Listen, I have a lot of friends and family that travel to Mexico, and at the Mexican pharmacies, you can purchase this over the counter. Obviously, we cannot here in the US. This product has to be prescribed usually, and it can cost a lot. My insurance does not cover Tretinoin at all. So yeah, you can use things like GoodRx, but honestly, picking this up in Mexico is still cheaper than using GoodRx. So usually if I know someone is traveling down to Mexico, I will give them some money and put in an order for another box or two of the 0.05%. And what a game changer. Listen, if you have enlarged pores, if you deal with breakouts, if you deal with skin that is regularly congested, I think that one of the very best ingredients that you can use is Tretinoin. It makes such a big difference. It does take some time to get acclimated to it. Some people struggle with the acclimation process. Some people do not. I would highly recommend topping your Tretinoin with a moisturizer. I think that can help to counteract a lot of the drying effects of the Tretinoin, but at this point, I don't really deal with a lot of the side effects anymore. My skin has become very acclimated to it. I use Tretinoin 3, sometimes 4 nights a week. But I would say on average, it's somewhere around 3 nights a week. So, you know, the other nights I'm using different ingredients, but what a game changer. When I started incorporating this into my routine, it made a big, big difference. So go talk to your dermatologist. There's a lot of these online companies as well now, Agency, Curology. There's a boatload of them, right? Muesli. So you don't even necessarily have to go talk to your dermatologist, but it is a prescription product here in the US. So yeah. Anyway, you can get it cheaper from Mexico if you're interested. So anyway, love that stuff. It's my favorite. I will never not use it. The very last thing that I want to mention is a trio of ingredients that I discovered in 2024 that had a really positive effect on my melasma. I forgot to mention towards the beginning of the video when I was talking about my skin issues that yeah, I do deal with melasma. For me, luckily, it's just kind of relegated right now to my forehead. There's usually a big patch that kind of forms in the middle of my forehead here. Luckily, it hasn't moved to anywhere else on my face. My melasma is aggravated by the sun. It is also aggravated by hormones, so that's fun. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you guys about 3 specific products here, but if the texture of these products don't float your boat or you don't like these brands, just look for these ingredients in some other skincare lines. I'm telling you, this trio of ingredients, you have to use them together. This has been the most effective over-the-counter option that I've found when I am kind of in between hydroquinone cycles. So those of you that have used hydroquinone in the past know that you cannot use it long term. You have to cycle on and off of it. And I actually think that I spent most of 2024 not using any hydroquinone. So I've just been using these 3 specific ingredients. And oh my gosh, what a difference. The first is tranexamic acid. So right now I'm using the, once again, CosRx. This is their alpha arbutin 2 discoloration care. This has not only 3% tranexamic acid in it, but as well as a 5% niacinamide. Listen, this is fantastic. I love the texture. It has a nice, like, kind of runny texture to it, so it absorbs very quickly into the skin. Very gentle, non-irritating. So this is ingredient number 1. If you don't like CosRx, you can find tranexamic acid in other skincare brands as well. Pharmacy has a really great 3% tranexamic acid toner. Love that. That's in my bathroom right now. That's a fabulous tranexamic acid. All right, the second ingredient is azelaic acid. So again, I am layering all 3 of these together, and that's what's making the difference for me. This here is the Naturium azelaic topical acid 10%. So 10% seems to be the ideal here in terms of concentration. So azelaic acid, once again, over top of tranexamic acid. And then just to finish it off, we have kojic acid. So I specifically have been getting the kojic acid from the Dermatology Hydrofader. This product actually is specifically designed to help with the look of dark spots and hyperpigmentation. So, but the key ingredient again is kojic acid. So kojic acid, azelaic acid, and tranexamic acid in conjunction with each other is what I have been using on my forehead to keep the melasma looking the way that it looks right now. So you can still kind of see a little bit, like, you know, the lines that I have. My melasma looks funky, you guys. It's really kind of obnoxious when it like really flares up, but you can still kind of see a little bit of it through my makeup here, but it's really not bad right now at all. I mean, when I look in the mirror, like, I barely notice it. And it is this particular trio of ingredients that has gotten me to the point where I almost feel like I could go without the hydroquinone. Now, if I had a special event coming up and I really wanted to like erase every single ounce of pigment from my forehead, hydroquinone is what I would use to do that. But like I said, you cannot be on it long term. You have to cycle on and off of it. You do not have to cycle on and off of this. This is something that you can use pretty much every single day. Obviously, make sure that your skin gets acclimated to it. Don't go in, you know, by doing this maybe every single day. Start out slow and then build up and see how often you can use the products. And your skin's basically gonna be good with it. So for me, if I need to, I can use this like day after day, but if you're new to the routine, you might want to ease into it. Anyway, guys, that is everything that I wanted to mention in terms of favorites when it comes to skincare from 2024. I realized this video was definitely a lot longer, but like I said, there's a lot of great skincare items that I discovered last year that really made such a big difference in my skin. And I will continue to personally be very loyal to skincare. There might be some other treatments that I choose to do in the future that are maybe more like in-office type treatments. But right now, I'm so happy with how my skin looks. And yeah, if you are in the market for anything new, I cannot recommend these products enough to you. So check them out if you're in the market. I appreciate you guys being here. We've got some more favorites coming up. Tomorrow, I actually want to share my top skincare devices, at-home skincare devices that I used in 2024 that I think, once again, helped my skin get to where it is right now. It's not just skincare. I'm doing some other things as well. So we will discuss the actual devices that I am using on my skin tomorrow. So thanks for being here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.